Hey YouTube, I want to talk to another trip about going to Thailand. I went to Koh Samui, the island. It is on the west side of Thailand near Phuket. Um, Pretty inexpensive to fly there. Hotels weren't ridiculous, but there are very expensive hotels, which I noticed because there's a lot of people with money over there. A lot of Europeans and I think Russian people over there. A lot. Amazingly. You did not see too many locals unless they're working there. And let's see. I went to Overlap Stone. I'd recommend taking the free 4x4 Toyota Hilux to get to the top. It is extremely steep. You do not want to walk that. I saw people walking it, and I don't know if they came back alive, basically, because they're probably going to get hit. But very cool to see. And I also found good places to eat sushi. There's not a lot, but they, for all I know, store sushi at room temperature, but some places do not. You got to find them. Then obviously, I prefer my sushi very cold, and I guess ice is pretty rare in Thailand also. So find these places. The food in general, still, I've noticed it. If it smells like fish, they love it. Hence, them using the fish sauce. Fish sauce is fermented sardines with some other stuff like probably salt and sugar, I imagine. But it looks like soy sauce. I try to avoid that stuff. I do not like the smell of rotting fish. But if you're used to it, then you probably love it. I also cook some of my own food. I went to a place called Macro. Basically, it's their version of Costco. It has, of course, 60% seafood, but it has everything else from refrigerators to plastic silverware, dish soap, all that stuff. So actually, I bought Australian beef. It was delicious. It was 4 pieces. I think it was 1,000 grams, so like 2.2 pounds of it, and it was, I think, $30. It was on the pricey side, but it was actually extremely good meat, so I couldn't complain. And also, I ordered a Grab meal. I ordered some chicken from Grab, and it shows you when they're preparing it, when it's out to order, and also shows you through the process, so you know how long it's going to take. And I ordered this chicken and different types of chicken, and it came over, and it said basically it was in transit within like 2 minutes. And I realized it was probably cooked 4 or 5 hours ago. Like everything else, there's no food that is hot pretty much unless you order it at a restaurant. So don't expect food to be hot very much. Even sometimes their coffee. I've had the coldest coffee in Thailand. Even though I see them make it, it still somehow ends up extremely cold or lukewarm, like everything else. And driving, I drove for the first time. Pretty decent. Wasn't extremely difficult. And they cut each other off a lot. That's just how they drive. Like, oh, I'm in front of you, I get to go now. And obviously, with motorcycles everywhere, you got to yield to a lot of motorcycles. And that's just the way driving is over there. And I guess there's a lot of deaths because not too many people wear helmets anywhere. If I had to guess, I'd say 20% of people wear helmets. So if you're getting hit in a motorcycle, it's not going to end very well. But overall, my trip was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Still possibly thinking about retiring there. Looking at different areas. Koh Samui is very expensive. Not sure if I'll be going back in the next few years because I got to explore other places, but it was a nice place. The hotel I stayed at was probably 80 feet from the ocean. It was extremely close. Just walk out your door, you can see the ocean right there and go to the ocean. Very warm waters. I saw tropical fish at some of the oceans because obviously it's an island. Go to different beaches and see which one you like. And yeah, pretty interesting. I would definitely recommend going there. But be prepared to spend a little bit more money than mainland of Thailand. It is very much a tourist spot, but very cool to see and very crowded and congested. So still a lot of traffic. Very hard just to walk across the street. It's not very walkable compared to other places because there pretty much is no sidewalks anywhere in Koh Samui. So renting a motorbike is probably the way to go. And that's it.